Hello, everyone. Welcome on back to Alma, Missouri. So today, of course, it is the corn harvest day. Finally, we do obviously have weeds for the soybean fields that needs to be sprayed, and we should probably fertilize the alfalfa field, which does make me remember this was in the sales. Yeah, 28 meter. We'll probably do narrow tires for 15 grand. Yes, we don't have a lot of money, but this isn't something we can just pass up. This is a really good deal. It doesn't have seed spray with it, unfortunately, so we'll have to buy that later, but that's fine with me. So we'll buy that now, just, before it, isn't in the sales anymore. That's the last thing we need is for it to just not be there anymore. Besides, we will have probably the wheat next month. I think that'll be sold then. Now, where do I want to start harvest on this? This is kind of tough. It's not I don't know, it's not really a square field. It's not a rectangle. It's a shape. Almost an hourglass shape, almost. If this wasn't here jotted out, it would almost be an hourglass shape. But I think maybe we'll just start like here. It'll look kind of weird, but it looks like it might be a little straight on. It looks like, yeah, the corn's going this direction. We'll see. I'm sure the worker will kind of go all over the place when the worker's, working on this. Yeah, you can see yield, obviously, it's really bad. I don't think we really need to talk about it anymore. I think we know it's going to be bad. Which is kind of unfortunate because I do want to obviously do corn dryer and stuff. It's like, will we have enough for it to be worth it? That's kind of the first question. Will we have enough to make that even worth doing? Well, I'm just going to send that off. A worker's going to kind of go and do their own thing. Let's grab probably this. And we'll have to go and pick up that. I do want to... I'm trying to think here. Probably going to buy some IBCs of liquid fertilizer and herbicide. Just don't know how many. I would prefer 2 each, but that would mean I'd have to try and bring some back on the forks, which isn't bad. Alright, so here is our new sprayer. Let's get probably 2 things of each. We'll buy them. Whether we'll actually take them all back, that's a question for a different day. We'll buy 2 herbicides and 2 liquid fertilizer. Ooh, that's expensive, actually. Did not realize it was that much money for liquid fertilizer. And all of a sudden, we are looking pretty broke. Well, whatever ends up into the sprayer first is what we'll end up doing. Herbicide, okay. So we'll end up spraying the soybean field. Which is probably the best bet. I don't think the alfalfa is a huge concern. Just because we shouldn't need any more for a while. Well, looks like the grain tank is nearly full on the combine. So we'll have to probably hop into the John Deere. Get that onto the trailer. Now, I'm not sure if we have to worry about unloading into separate silos for this or not. I know that was a thing on Edgewater. And that would have a very similar silo setup to this. But I'm just not sure, if they have to be separate or not. Separate bins. That did have to be separate. Alright, there we go. That is all unloaded. This can continue on now. Send them on their way. Oh, it looks like the yield's gotten a little bit better. It's not great still, but I mean, same time, it's better than what, 60%? It's now 70%, 80%. It's really not that much better. It's still really bad. Oh yeah, what was I gonna look at? Nitrogen. Yeah, that's horrible in that field. I would imagine it would want some. Yep, back to 3% decrease. Well, let's put this IBC maybe around here. I really don't have a spot for everything yet. I think that's kind of how it is anytime you start a new map or anything. You gotta find the spot for everything. And where am I going to store all of our chemicals and our seeds? And right now, for us, we're storing the seeds in the back of the gator. They're by accident, but they're in the back of the gator for now. I have an idea how to get it somewhat even for us to, without buying a bucket, but I could spawn a bag in and like try to take half of it, then we'd have like 500 liters of a bag. It wouldn't be exact, but it would be a lot cheaper than trying to buy a bucket just for that. Was this a 28 meter? Yeah, I think it's a pretty big sprayer. Of course, we won't have perfect environmental score for this because we would need the Cyion spray for it, spot and spray. But that's like 40 grand, so that is not happening for a little while. Maybe we could think about it after we sell the wheat, but we wouldn't have any weeds to spray for a while, so maybe we'd consider it after, like, you know, the corn is dried and everything. But I believe we need to buy, like, is it methane or propane? One of those things for it too. I feel like it would be propane because it would be heat. So, I mean, it probably could be propane. I might be wrong, but I think there's a mod for it, actually. Mod container. Yeah, it looks like propane. I think it's that. So, until we get propane in there, which we'd probably either have to rent the trailer or buy the trailer. And obviously renting on the production sites, which what I think was $1,000 a day or $1,000 a month. Same difference for us, but I mean, $1,000 ain't too bad. It's really not. We should easily make more than that, and it'll allow us to try out more without having to buy them. That's the big thing, is I could buy them all, but then, you know what, we end up wasting a bunch of money in the end because we don't touch, you know, 2 or 3 of the productions after the first time. Because there is going to be a limit where we just can't handle more productions. There's only one of me here, you know. I would like to ask if anybody has feedback on Alma Missouri playthrough so far. Please let me know. I think as of recording, the first episode will be be coming up tomorrow from recording. I'm recording like what, episode 5. That'll tell you how far ahead I am. Probably a little bit farther ahead than I need to be honest. But, yeah, any feedback, anything you'd like to see done, please let me know. You'll probably be done after corn drying, though, because obviously I won't see these comments by then. So, But yeah, any feedback is always appreciated on that. They don't look too full there, the harvester. I'm sure they'll be beeping at us sooner or later, though, saying they're 80% full. Try to keep them going, though. The spraying will kind of be the second fiddle to the harvest. Well, I think I'm just gonna do a time lapse. We'll try to balance doing this as well as doing the corn harvest. So I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done. Alright, the spraying is just about done here, and it looks like it's right around the right time, because that is almost full, and it's going the right direction, actually. We should probably hop over there right away before they get full going the wrong direction. Honestly, we probably have enough time to head over and get the liquid fertilizer, too. You know, I didn't even check how much the sheep have made for wool since we've gotten them. I doubt it's much, because it's not even been a day, a full day. Over 90% full. Oh, there we go. It's fully unloaded. Well, let's head up here. We can kind of see if it's gonna go into the same silo. If not, that's fine. We have the space. It's not a big deal. Oh, shows it's gonna go in there. Is it off? It might be off by a little. It's not going on the ground, but it is definitely off by a little bit. By a lot bit. As soon as that's all unloaded, I'll get this adjusted again. Wrong way. There we go. Must have got bumped or something. Yeah, that's 11% full. We have 79,000 liters of wheat and 31,000 liters of corn already. There'll probably be plenty more coming off of that field, I'm sure, too, because there is quite a bit left. Quite a bit. Because really, right now, the workers just doing, like, the long strips. There's going to be quite a bit left over. Next month, I think we'll be focusing on getting the production stuff going. Probably selling the wheat, actually. What's the price of the wheat right now? I didn't check. It's going up. It's not far off. 20 bucks off. Still shows it's going to go up. We'll see. We'll see. if it is slightly lower next month, I don't think it'll probably be around the same price as it is now, maybe a little bit less. Not the end of the world, but just because right now, obviously, our trailer's kind of busy with the corn harvest, it's tough to take it away to go sell stuff. We'll fill this up and then unload it, and then we'll just have one IBC. Instead of two sitting around. Kind of depends on where the wheat would be sold too. If it's close enough, you could probably get it, you know, filled up, and by the time the harvester's decently full, you can kind of empty it in there. Probably make it work. Alright, we are back from the store. We did unload the harvester one time, so that should be good for a little bit. Get that dropped off. I would imagine we can probably get about another full trailer easily off of the field this month, and then we'll have to probably finish it next time. But it'll be doing a lot of, it's doing the long stretches right now. So there is a large majority of the field fairly done. 37. Holy nitrogen, Batman. Damn. That's liquid fertilizer, like fertilizer, if anybody's wondering. So that one's really bad. But this isn't like hurting us too much. Oh, we got it back to only 2% decrease. Okay. I don't think the nitrogen takes effect till you harvest it again, though. So we'll put the work into this field, but we won't see the reward in the environmental score for a little while. Although I think if you like start it, it might, might do it too. Cheese the system a little bit. Oh. There we go. Well, yeah, it looks like it is a decent amount low. Of course, spraying fertilizer is one of my least favorite things to do. I have a really tough time telling what's been done and not. Unless I do like this camera angle, I can't really tell. Nice part is obviously precision farming in the mini map there. It does kind of tell you where you've been. You can try to base it off of that. It does help quite a bit. We'll have to get soil for that field soon too. Lots of things. Lots and lots of things. And by the time like that field is all set up, planted, then we'll probably have the soybeans shortly after. We may put like corn back into that field. Just so we can do more, dried corn and stuff. I think, is there a pizzeria on this map? I think there's like ketchup, which I believe is just tomatoes. If it's just tomatoes, then maybe we could do that sometime here shortly. Maybe. I'll have to get like a water tanker, but I think we can get the modded one that allows us to carry propane, and then we could, just have one tanker for both things. Yeah, because we could easily put a greenhouse in the yard, and then bring it down to ketchup factory, which I think, weirdly enough, the ketchup is an ingredient for pizza, maybe. I think I have a save where I just, like, spawned in a bunch of money and bought all the productions just to see what they will, needed for ingredients. I'm pretty sure it needed ketchup for pizza. Just kind of weird, because that's not what your pizza sauce is. Well, I think what I'll probably do... Oh, they're almost done. I probably should turn that off first. I was just going to say I was going to do a time lapse, but instead, try to get this empty before they're at the end. As soon as they are at the end, it's not going to be good. Because then they're going to be trying to turn around and... There we go. Oh, hey, stop, please. Let me unload. Let me unload you, sorry. Now, they'll be doing that portion then. They'll get a lot of the long strips done at least. Then we'll just have the weird angles and stuff. Maybe we don't do all of it, but we'll try to make sure we do a decent amount. Alright, now we can hop back over here. Well, like I said, I think I'm going to do a time lapse. We'll just finish up the liquid fertilizer spraying here, and we'll kind of probably do the final couple laps on the corn harvest for the time being. We'll pick it back up, obviously, next month. So, I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done.
Somebody take you out and show you what you are. Friday night you staying in. Where's the fun and missing friends? Worked all day and cry all night. I think you need somewhere to send. Shy in public but a threat. All these girls will stare and check at you. At first sight I lost my breath, cause I've never seen someone like you.
I've been waiting for somebody just like you. Seeing all the colors, no more shades of blue. You picked me up from nothing, and now I'm feeling something.
Alright, so we're just working on the corn harvest a little bit. I'm just hoping to get about another full harvester off of this field, and then we'll call it for the month. There's not too much left. Large majority's over there. I guess there's a decent amount over here too. It's not a small amount. It's not too bad. It's not too bad really, but I'll have to try to get this filled up, which does take a little bit. It does take a little bit. You can probably maybe make a strip back up. Maybe that'll probably be enough to get it to fill up. Probably should make sure I'm going in a straight line before I start talking and looking all over the place. Oh, it's 88%, 89% full. I might just make a line down at the bottom here, actually. That might just fill it up the rest of the way. We'll try to leave enough space so we can grab that little bit I missed. Otherwise, we'll do it later, but it'll get done eventually. 94%. 95. Yeah, we should be able to finish this strip at the bottom here. 96. 97. We'll probably hit 98 or so %, and then we'll should have enough room to get that small little strip in there. Well, we won't have too much left for next time. There's this bit here, a little bit over there. I'm sure we'll have a worker do some. But I'm hoping to do at least a decent amount of it. I don't want the worker to have all the fun, you know. Alright, that is empty. We can turn that off for now. Hop into here. 88% full. Almost 30,000 liters. Almost. I would imagine we'll easily get 2 more trailer loads off of that field. At minimum 1.5, 2. Hard to say. It's all going to be shorter strips now. Obviously, we were getting a lot done with the longer strips being done. But I would think that's a decent amount of dried corn and popcorn. At least enough to make the rental of the production site worth it. Though otherwise, outside of that, we won't have a lot of cost. Outside of, obviously, the tanker for propane, but I think you can put water in it. So like I said, we could do a tomato greenhouse or something for ketchup in the future. Also with that, which I'm not sure where we get water on this map. I'll have to look for a river or a lake or something. That puts us at, let's see here, 61,000 liters of corn, which is $92,000. Wheat will be sold next month. Yeah, that was a large majority of that field done. Yeah, I wouldn't know where there would be a water source. I'm gonna have to check around and see if I can find one. I think there's like small streams, but I don't think they're very, like, there's not enough water to actually fill up stuff with them. But anyways, that is everything for today. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.